A very warm welcome to all of you. Yeah. And thank God, I think the hall is fully packed now. So a huge round of applause to all of us. So, so as we know that out-of-home advertising has seen a remarkable growth over the last 2 years in terms of innovation, creativity, and expansion. And in terms of revenue as well, it reached 13% growth in 2023 compared to a year ago as per Pitch Madison report. And 2024 could be even better because the number of airports, metro rail, uh, digital screens, they are all, continue to rise. And the pie of OH is also going to be, up. So let's understand the key trends and future possibilities from the horse's mouth. Welcome, Ajay, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Ajay, you have been in this industry for many, many years. So I would really like to know what excites you the most, in terms of the future of OH, and what kind of key trends you foresee, shaping the industry at present.
So, what excites me the most is the possibility of a transition, right? I mean, if historically you look at out of home, it's been a disorganized industry. And I think value and great businesses are created when there's a transformation from a disorganized space to an organized space. I think with the advent of digital out of home, which will lead to programmatic, etc., airports, as you mentioned, and other modern touch points coming in, scale of the industry growing. I think these are all great pointers to the whole industry getting organized. And when you get organized, tremendous growth can be created, and that's what keeps me excited.
So can you please share, some of the case studies where OH has played a key role in delivering success for the brands?
So there are multiple. I mean, since we are in Mumbai, I'll talk about a campaign or a client of ours which is really active in Mumbai. I mean, anyone who's been on the roads of Mumbai will know Netflix is so visible and active when it comes to out-of-home spaces. Netflix as a category leader in the OTT space has two kind of target audience. So while it's obviously talking to consumers, but when it's in Mumbai, it's also talking to folks in the industry, right? It's showcasing its capabilities and the marketing muscle. And I think it's been noticed not just by consumers. They've taken initiative of investing in new touch points, be it digital bus shelters. They were the first ones to take them on board, or making long-term bets on key roads. So I think Netflix is a great example of how a brand can be built on the back of out-of-home. Also, there are enough innovations which have been done. For example, something which went viral some time back, something which we'd done in Gurgaon, which was दूध मांगोगे दूध मिलेगा खीर मांगोगे खीर मिलेगी, which everyone kind of took over. That's an example on how out of home, they just invested in one site, each of the brands. But it has, out of home has the capability and the opportunity where things can go viral very quickly. And that creates a huge opportunity for brands. So that's another example. I mean, depending on how much time we have, I can give you 10 more. But these are just two examples, and why I brought out these two, because they're completely different in their application, but the results are still the same of creating chatter around the brand.
Yeah, very interesting actually. Ajay, collaborations are, very crucial in B2B space. So we would like to understand how does Group M collaborates with, other agencies to deliver integrated solutions?
So, of course, B2B is very important. There's a lot of great work being done by multiple companies in the whole out-of-home space, be it in analytics, be it in programmatic, be it in content creation. We are always on the lookout of partnering with like-minded companies who will help us deliver better solutions to our clients. At the core of everything that we do, at the center of everything we do, is our client. So anything which will help deliver business results for our client, we are happy to collaborate with them. So we work with multiple companies. We work with location data companies. We work with SSPs, DSPs when it comes to programmatic. We work with people in delivering tech-based innovations. So multiple examples. While I wouldn't want to take names of those companies, but we're on the lookout. So if there is somebody in the audience who represents a company who wants to partner with us, we are all ears. We are always open to new solutions. I think somebody in the previous panel spoke about agility. Good ideas are not the domain of particular people. Good technologies are not the domain of few companies. So anyone who has that, we are happy to partner with.
So Ajay is here. You can, connect with him after the session. So Ajay, measurement and ROI, they have been, two key challenges in this segment. And how do you approach measurement and demonstrate effectiveness of the campaigns of your clients?
So, David Ogilvy had once said that 50% of your advertising money is wasted. The question is which 50%, right? It's one of the most famous quotes on advertising. I heard it first, maybe 20, 25 years ago. And I think when it came to outdoor till recently, it was very true. Maybe even more than 50%, you didn't know where it was going. But I think it's changed very rapidly. I think we've been at the forefront of it. If I can pat myself on the back, our teams have worked extensively over the last few years. We deliver a full stack of campaign analytics. We can tell you not just how many people saw your campaign, we can tell you their profile, we can tell you how they've interacted with the brand, and has there been any further move, whether they've gone, seen your, downloaded your app, gone into your store, etc. Attribution, right? So we do it in our own unique manner. We do it through partnerships. We do it through our own proprietary data. And I think today, when we are talking about high growth industries, when we are talking about the fact that out of home after digital is probably the fastest growing of all the mediums, lack of measurability is inexcusable. So measuring ROI is core to any advertising investment. And anyone who discards that or does not pay attention to it is doing a disservice not just to their clients but to themselves. Also at an industry level, there is a lot of conversation which I hope will be fruitful. But as of today, we have our own proprietary measurement practice, measurement solution, which I'm finding more and more clients don't just want it, they're willing to even pay for it.
I think some of the other panelists also talk about, such kind of solutions. But I think all those are individual efforts. So do you think that having a unified measurement system will actually help the industry to grow further?
So anything which is credible comes from the industry, sure, but it has to be credible. It has to be accepted not just by the agencies, but has to be accepted by the clients. And anything which you do without consultation with the clients will, according to me, not be a starter. But anything which the clients accept and helps them answer the problems which they face in this medium is definitely something which we as out-of-home agencies should very aggressively be working towards. So to answer your question, absolutely a unified system will help, but it has to be credible. It has to be something which is foolproof. It cannot have flaws. It cannot have gaps. It cannot be questioned. It has to be something which is recognized to be authentic. So that is the effort, and I think there are, a lot of conversations around this, and I think we're probably not too far from landing such a system.
According to you, what are the hurdles, which prevent, having such a measurement system?
I think a hurdle, not just in the measurement system, but in the whole industry, is that it's extremely fragmented. Right? Today, from a media ownership perspective, you're already seeing a lot of consolidation happening, which I hope continues. Because the moment you have that, you have people who understand the value of things like measurement, who understand the value of transparent pricing, who, the moment you get organized players in, people who understand, who can see future trends, who digital out of home or programmatic digital out of home, for example, the moment you have like-minded people who you can have a conversation with, who can come on a common platform and understand the challenges of which this industry is facing, you'll see rapid progress. The problem is it's so fragmented today. If you want to create a unified measurement system, it has to be, there may be more than 1,000 media owners. A lot of them are absolutely no interest in walking down this path of measurability. They survive, in fact, thrive in opaqueness, right? So the moment you tackle that, or at least take the large share of the total spends to the organized sector, you'll see a lot of progress in multiple aspects of this industry, especially measurable.
You mentioned very pertinent points. Thank you. And Ajay, sustainability is, very important consideration for businesses now. How do you approach sustainability, and how do you ensure, that you have sustainable model in your functioning?
So, more than being, business people or advertising or media professionals, I think we're all citizens. So the first thing to recognize is the importance of all of this. And I see a lot of, so for example, we've done away with paper usage, right? All our, there's hardly any paper used. That's at the core in our offices. We don't use single-use plastic in our offices, for example. So there are things like that, which is at very basic level, but every step counts. I think you're seeing a lot of solar energy being used to power billboards and other formats in out of home. We encourage and we are happy to partner with people, and I think our clients will also recognize that and invest and give preferential treatment to anything which is more sustainable.
Interactive billboards are also getting very popular these days. Considering India's population, I wonder, how do you manage, such massive campaigns?
So, very interestingly today, out of home, if you're doing an interactive campaign or an anamorphic campaign, a lot of people, I think, again, somebody spoke about this earlier, there is a direct connection between outdoor and social media, right? So how you leverage social media, obviously we don't want a situation that you do it in one space and just use social media to amplify it. That defeats the very purpose. But how you intelligently use it matters a lot. We are part of Group M, so we believe in providing integrated solutions. So a lot of times social media can be used or the internet can be used to amplify it effectively. You also, see how you can create a complete surround sound around all of this. I spoke about the campaign Kheer Mangoge and Doodh Mangoge. While that was not anamorphic hoarding, but it was just put up on 2 unipoles in Gurgaon, but the whole country was talking about it. So it's a question of how you use it intelligently. I think also as digital out-of-home assets multiply and so you will have a lot more opportunity of taking it beyond the Mumbai and Delhis of the world. And that's when the real impact of these kind of technologies will come into play. Today, even in Delhi, I mean, unlike Bombay, where Western Express Highway, a lot of billboards are converted into digital billboards. In Delhi, it's only limited to very few which are not big in size. It's in restricted geography, hyperlocal markets. So, I mean, we're just at the start of this whole revolution. So this whole game is going to change by the time maybe we are here next year, because a lot of municipalities are seeing the advantage of this. They're seeing that it can be a revenue source. Of course, you have to keep safety, etc. in mind. But I think we are at the cusp of it. There's a supply side revolution which is happening. More and more clients are understanding the importance of this, and agencies are also realizing how they can integrate all the offerings together to create a larger impact.
Yeah. Now I would like to have three, rapid fire questions. Among your contemporaries, who would you like to see in? Among your contemporaries, who would you like to see in Madame Tussauds Museum?
I think Mr. Balsara right here.
Oh, that's great. Which agency's work do you admire the most, apart from yours, of course?
I intend keeping my job, so I will just say Group M.
Given a chance, with whom would you like to exchange your portfolio? Within Group M?
I'll answer it differently. I can tell you whose job I wouldn't want, and that is my boss, PK's. He does a stellar job, and I don't think too many other people can do what he does.
Thank you so much, Ajay, for taking time out for this engaging
Thank
session.
you.
Thank you.
Sir.